Hello friends, I am Mas Qureshi from LJ Institute of Applied Sciences. This is second of the three videos for Unit 3B from Chemistry Paper 301, that is nucleophilic aromatic substitution. So let us start. As we know that aromatic compound does not undergo SN1 or SN2 mechanism, there are two most common mechanisms for nucleophilic aromatic substitution. First is bimolecular displacement and second is Benzene mechanism. But before starting, we must know that why these compounds cannot undergo SN1 or SN2 mechanism. So here we have taken the example of methyl chloride and chlorobenzene to understand the fact. Starting with the SN1 mechanism for methyl chloride, we know that it is two-step mechanism. In the first step, leaving group that is chloride ion is removed to produce carbocation. And in the next step, nucleophile will attack on carbocation to complete the reaction. Now in chlorobenzene, if we want to follow SN1 mechanism, then chlorine must be removed as negatively charged ion and positive charge must be go on the aryl ring. That is not favorable as aryl ring is nucleophilic due to the presence of pi cloud. So SN1 mechanism is not preferable in chlorobenzene. Now in SN2, that is single step mechanism, nucleophile will approach from the opposite direction of the chlorine atom to minimize this steric hindrance, and transition state will be formed, and finally chloride ion will be removed. While in chlorobenzene, there is no chance for nucleophile to attack from the opposite direction due to the presence of the planar ring. So transition state cannot be achieved and this mechanism is not appropriate for aromatic compounds. So now it is clear that why this mechanism are not suitable for aromatic compounds. Let us go back to our first mechanism, that is bimolecular displacement. It is also known as SN2AR, that is bimolecular nucleophilic substitution for aromatic compounds. Basically it is two-step mechanism and there is one condition to easily carry out the reaction. That is, any electron withdrawing group should be present on ortho or para position to the leaving group. Why electron withdrawing group must be there? Why only at ortho and para position? We will come to these points later on. First, let us understand the mechanism on chlorobenzene without attaching any electron withdrawing group. So in step 1, nucleophile is introduced to the molecule. As nucleophile is negatively charged, it will try to attack on some positive part of the ring. But we know that in aryl ring, it is difficult to generate positive charge because it is nucleophilic. But thanks to the inductive effect of chlorine, it is having partial negative charge, so the alpha carbon will have delta positive or partial positive charge. So now nucleophile can attack on the alpha carbon. As this alpha carbon cannot make 5 bonds, one of these 4 bonds must be broken. So which one is the soft target? A pi bond, that is weaker than rest 3 sigma bonds. So once nucleophile is attached, the pi bond will break and carbon ion will generated at beta position. This negative charge will delocalize to give 3 resonating structures. So we can write the equivalent structure like this. In the next step, if we take structure number 3, then we can see that negative charge is again at the beta position, and to regain the aromaticity of the ring, this beta carbon will donate electrons to highly polar alpha carbon, and this time chloride ion will be removed. So now if we look at these two steps, step 1 is said to be a slower step or a rate determining step. So why it is a slow step? Here we can see we are trying to add a nucleophile to a stable molecule by breaking its aromaticity, which requires more energy and efforts, so that it is a slow step. Now if we look at the energy diagram of the reaction, then it simply verifies that it is two-step reaction and first step requires higher energy, that is actually an activation energy of the reaction. Now as we know that step 1 is slow and rate determining step, here two molecules are involved in rate determining step, that's why it is bimolecular. So the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of chlorobenzene as well as the concentration of nucleophile. These are some examples of this mechanism. Here nucleophile is OH-. As I have stated earlier, there must be an electron withdrawing group present on the ring. Here you can see, in the absence of any electron withdrawing group, conversion of phenol from chlorobenzene requires harsh reaction conditions. While in the second example, where electron withdrawing group NO2 is available at para position, reaction conditions become comparatively milder. By increasing number of NO2 groups at ortho and para position, in example 3 and 4, we can see the reaction parameters. Here, now no NaOH is required and water molecule is enough to generate the nucleophile, that is OH-. So we can say that introducing electron withdrawing group at ortho and para position will increase the rate of the reaction and make the substitution reaction easier. So now you can raise the question, what is the role of electron withdrawing group and why only ortho and para positions are effective? So let's see. This fact can be explained by the resonance effect in ortho and para nitrochlorobenzene. I have labeled the carbons with alphabets for explanation. Here we can see that electron withdrawing group is attached on the aryl ring, so it will try to pull the electron density of the ring. And our carbon A will become more polar with compared to the previous alpha carbon of unsubstituted chlorobenzene. So as we have seen earlier, OH- will be attached on carbon A and carbanion will be generated on carbon B to form Meitner-Hammer complex. This negative charge will be delocalized by resonance in the following manner to give 4 resonating structures. Remember, in the case of chlorobenzene, we got only 3 structures, but here we are getting one additional structure, that is structure number 4. Just look at the structure number 3. Here negative charge is on carbon F, where the NO2 group is attached. Now this carbanion can be stabilized by the electron withdrawing tendency of NO2 group that will disperse the negative charge from the ring to give structure number 4. As the intermediate carbanion is stabilized, the activation energy will be decreased and the reaction will become more easy and faster. Similarly, if electron withdrawing group is at para position, we will get again 4 resonating structures. Here structure number 3 is an additional structure where the carbanion is stabilized by NO2 group. Here you should notice that in all the resonating structures, carbanion is generated only at ortho and para positions. This is ortho, para, ortho, here also ortho, para and ortho. That's why electron withdrawing group must be present on ortho and para position, then only it can stabilize the carbanion. If the electron withdrawing group is at meta position, then we can see here it cannot directly interact with carbanion to stabilize it. Hence, here we got one conclusion that nucleophilic substitution of orthonitro and paranitrochlorobenzene will be easy to carry out with compared to metanitrochlorobenzene. Lastly, we will see what is happening if electron donating group is attached on the ring. Look at this molecule. Here we have taken primary amine at para position, that is electron donating group. So if we carry out the reaction using OH- as nucleophile, then according to this mechanism, carbanion will come at the para position where the NH2 group is attached. Here electron donating group will provide extra negative charge to the carbanion and it will make the carbanion unstable. So activation energy will increase and reaction will become difficult. So here I will conclude this topic. Thanks for watching.